Hello friends! The Dodge Caliber 4-cylinder gasoline engines developed jointly by Chrysler, Mitsubishi, and Hyundai. 1.8, 140 horsepower, 2.0, 155 horsepower, and 2.4 liters, 170 horsepower. The smallest, 1.8, was removed from the list of available after the restyling in 2010. The sports version of the SRT4 was equipped with a 2.4-liter 4-cylinder turbo engine, 295 horsepower. Diesel modifications were offered only in Europe until mid-2010 with a 2-liter VW engine, 140 horsepower, and after that with a 2.2 CRD from Mercedes. A common problem with gasoline engines is the throttle, which can fail after 100 to 150,000 kilometers. Unfortunately, analogs sometimes take care of only 20 to 40,000 kilometers. By this time, the supports of the power unit are also being surrendered. The weakest is the back, and after 150 to 200,000 kilometers, the crankshaft pulley damper may exfoliate, or the front crankshaft oil seal makes itself felt. Another well-known ailment is antifreeze leakage through the thermostat block, which has two thermostats. The gas pump can get tired after 200 to 250,000 kilometers. Sometimes you have to change the exhaust manifold. Cracks appear. In addition, the crankcase of the engine or variator may rot, which is typical for cars with native protection. The timing chain of gasoline engines will last up to 250 to 300,000 kilometers. By this time, owners often face an increase in oil consumption. More often, it is possible to get rid of the replacement of valve stem seals, but the occurrence of rings also occurs. Occasionally, there are cases of overhaul of a 1.8-liter aspirated. It turns the liners, or scoring is found in the cylinder. The engines are paired with a 5-speed Magna drivetrain T355 manual or a Japanese Jatco continuously variable variator. 1.8-liter units were combined only with a manual transmission, and the top-end SRT4 received a 6-speed manual transmission. A 6-speed manual transmission also relied on diesel versions. Until 2009, there was a modification with all-wheel drive in the model range, exclusively in combination with the 2.4-liter and CVT, and only in the USA. In the normal state, all traction is transmitted to the front wheels and to the rear wheels as needed, up to 60% of power. Unfortunately, the top-end Dodge Caliber SRT4 could only be front-wheel drive. A 5-speed manual transmission often requires repair after 150 to 200,000 kilometers. Bearings wear out prematurely. The clutch departs 150 to 200,000 kilometers. It changes only when assembled with a basket made as a whole. The release bearing may give up a little earlier. The JF011E variator is used in many cars of other brands. It is quite reliable with regular updating of the working fluid, once every 30 to 50,000 kilometers. With proper operation, the Japanese CVT is able to cover 250 to 300,000 kilometers. Most often, you have to contact the service in the region of 150 to 200,000 kilometers. Bearings, belt, valve body, stepper motor, and oil pump pressure-reducing valve wear out. Pressure sensors fail. However, in most cases, the variator begins to act up due to problems with the wiring. The harness is often frayed in the area of the left wheel, or the contacts of the plug connector are oxidized. The road manners of the Dodge Caliber are unremarkable. McPherson struts are installed on the front axle and a multi-link design on the rear axle. It must be admitted that the chassis does not differ in endurance. Shock absorbers, rear breakaway arms, and front arms are surrendered after 50 to 100,000 kilometers. When replacing brake-up levers, sometimes you have to deal with soured bolts. The rest of the rear suspension arms will last 100 to 150,000 kilometers. Wheel bearings run more than 60 to 120,000 kilometers, external CV joints over 100 to 150,000 kilometers. Internal CV joints wear out after 150 to 200,000 kilometers. After 150 to 200,000 kilometers, the steering rack may leak or knock. Soon, the power steering pump may also make noise. Corrosion is most often found on older specimens that are intensively used on roads treated with reagents. Rust attacks the sills and front fenders. After 150 to 200,000 kilometers, the illumination of the indicators on the instrument panel disappears. Before restyling, photo paper was used, and after, LEDs. However, the problem affected both versions. Interruptions in the operation of electrical equipment, for example a radiator fan, often occur due to a faulty relay unit. It is located in the niche of the front left fender, where it is exposed to an aggressive external environment. Contacts and relays rot. After 150 to 200,000 kilometers, a generator or its clutch may require attention. If you know of other model malfunctions, be sure to write about it.